Hi, we are with Sunil Kaushik here. He's an architect by profession and we'll be talking about waterproofing, how it is important.
Since when we started actually working on the projects, the initial areas where we were interested when we started as a practice was how to make the building most beautiful, how to make the client happy and the user happy. So those technical aspects, yeah, they are in the back of the mind, but the focus was more on the aesthetics. And later on, when we got into depth, when we increased as the years passed by and we got into the depth of our practice. So these essential elements also started taking our focus. We got into depth, what makes building more sustainable. That was the most important part. What will make the building looks equally beautiful throughout its life stage. We have made it beautiful for once, but it has to remain as equally beautiful for years. So that was the question in mind, and how to secure it and protect it from all the weathering conditions. The major factor was three elements: water, air and fire. So these are the three things which can damage a building and nothing else. We can see fire whenever it happens. We can install equipments, firefighting system. Yeah, and if you look at the wind, so the maximum velocity, wind velocity, we know how to handle. And this area of India is not where we see hurricanes and all those kind of things. Yeah, definitely waterproofing is something is a silent killer. So that needs more attention and also more technical expertise. So looking all these three factors, we started getting into depth and specifying. We started specifying more specific product as per the area, as per the requirement.
So when we talk about, you have been in the market for 2 decades. So the market has changed and it keeps on changing. So what are the trends you have seen so far?
Initially, there was a mindset, the conventional methods of waterproofing. Those were initial proven methods of waterproofing. People were more focused, they were not keen to change, they were more, they had an experience. So also were the buildings, initially the buildings were low story, not so big, not so, there were hardly 1 or 2 basements. Now you go up to -5, -6. Previously we used to have solid bricks. Nowadays we have different materials for the construction. So these dynamics, with the construction technology, the things are also changing in waterproofing as well. The way the bricks were handled for waterproofing and the way the hollow blocks are handled are totally different.
So what kind of materials should we use? As you mentioned, building material depends on कि पहले हम stone use करते थे या brick use करते थे. So what kind of material should we use to avoid seepage?
As far as the building construction materials are concerned, the most important is the sustainability. Nowadays, the natural products are getting scarce. So more of engineered products, giving less impact on the environment. So those materials which are readily available and not impacting the environment, that is the first on the number. Those may not be good on waterproofing.
Right.
For example, like hollow blocks. This is cementitious product. It can be manufactured in a factory. You don't have to get the soil and as the bricks are manufactured. But if you look at the performance in terms of waterproofing, it is not as good as the brick. So now we have to work more on the waterproofing part while we are plastering, while we are bonding, while we are doing other things with the products. So the other area has to lift up.
Right.
So it has to go side by side. Both ways. So as the new products are coming, so are the new products in the waterproofing.
Right. Thank you so much, Sunil. Thank you for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you.